Friendship and love are complicated. Sometimes the person we think will be our forever ends up teaching us a very different lesson. One about letting go, moving forward, and finding something far better than what we once begged for. My story begins with Paige. For 2 years, we were inseparable friends. Friday nights meant movies on her couch, inside jokes, and deep conversations about everything from family drama to career dreams. She felt like a constant in my life, something rare and worth protecting. But one quiet November evening, while we watched another forgettable romantic comedy, I finally decided to speak the truth I'd been carrying. I told her I had feelings for her, that what I felt went beyond friendship. My heart was racing as I spoke, but her response landed like a blade. "Drew, I value our friendship too much to risk it." She said it softly, holding my hand like a consolation prize. She explained she'd seen too many friendships ruined by romance, and she didn't want to lose what we had. I nodded, pretending to understand, but inside it felt like being told I'd never be enough. That night as I drove home, I realized something fundamental had shifted. I couldn't keep orbiting around a love that would never be returned. The next morning, I started looking for engineering positions in new cities. If I was going to heal, I needed distance. Over the next few weeks, I slowly pulled back. I declined invitations, created excuses, and gave myself space to breathe. Soon after, I landed a position in Kansas City, a new chapter, and a clean slate. Paige asked if the move was because of our conversation, but I smiled and assured her it wasn't. She gave me a friendship bracelet as a goodbye gift, asking me to stay in touch. I promised I would, but deep down I knew this was the end of our closeness. Kansas City became everything I needed. I threw myself into work, joined hiking clubs, took cooking classes, and met new people who knew nothing about my past. I redefined who I was without Paige. When she texted me about her dating drama and frustrations, I responded politely but distantly. The truth was, I no longer wanted to be her emotional safety net. And then came Faith. We met at a climbing gym. She was a physical therapist who spoke with genuine curiosity, not as someone looking to unload problems, but as an equal wanting to share. She had her own passions, mountain biking, trail running, and together we discovered a rhythm that felt different from anything I'd known. With Faith, life wasn't about holding someone else up. It was about growing side by side. We began exploring trails, planning adventures, and building a bond grounded in joy, respect, and shared goals. She didn't just listen to my dreams, she built plans around them. Soon I realized this was what love was meant to be. Partnership, not dependency. Meanwhile, Paige's life seemed unchanged. Through friends, I heard about her failed relationships, stalled career, and how often she asked about me. She watched every update I posted on social media, my trips, my career milestones, my new adventures with Faith. It was almost as if she had realized too late what she'd let slip away. 2.5 years later, Paige showed up unannounced in Kansas City, pretending it was a casual visit. She wanted lunch, so I agreed, but I kept it professional. I spoke openly about Faith, about our life, and about how Kansas City suited me. Paige tried to revive old memories, but I didn't allow nostalgia to take hold. By the end of lunch, it was clear. The door she thought might still be open had long been sealed. After that, she started sending long, emotional messages filled with regret and what-ifs. She brought up old memories, hinted that she had made a mistake, and even fabricated family emergencies to draw me back in. But I had moved on. I sent polite replies at first, then nothing at all. My life had grown too full, too meaningful, to be dragged back into the past. Sometimes rejection isn't the end of your story, it's the beginning of your freedom. Paige saying no opened the path for me to meet Faith, to build a career I'm proud of, and to live a life where love feels balanced and whole. If you're holding on to someone who doesn't see your worth, I want you to hear this. You do not need their validation. You do not need to wait for them to change their mind. The right people won't hesitate when it comes to you. So choose yourself. Walk away when you need to. Create the space for better love, better friendships, and a better life to find you. Because the truth is, sometimes the best thing someone can ever do for you is tell you no. It just might be the moment you finally say yes to yourself.